we'll start with the zone, and I'll kind of fast forward through them a little bit. At middleweight, we got Austin Ammo Williams. I really like this kid. He went up against River Wilson Bent. Was a 8th round KO, I believe. Yeah, 8th round KO. And, threw in the towel in the 8th round. But this is what I got to say about Austin. He's 14-0, 10 KOs. If you haven't seen him, I'm sure you have. Great size at middleweight. He's like 5'9". And to be this young in his boxing career, man, a lot like Jesus. I mean, just seasoned. Young but seasoned. Picks his punches carefully. He's strong. He's clearly has power. And, I mean, you can hear the thumps. And he's a patient guy. I mean, again, like a lot of guys, especially myself, at 14-0, I mean, I was go, 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 go. And it takes time for you to develop a pace. It takes time for you to develop to understand, like, every punch isn't meant to kill. Every punch isn't meant to even touch the guy, you know? So it takes time and it takes experience for you to be able to learn those techniques. And Ammo's got it now. And I'm going to say that about a couple of other guys on this as well. So he moves on. He's now 14-0, 10 KOs. Keep your eyes out on the zone for Ammo. I'm sure he's going to be chirping for a belt really, really soon at middleweight. And by my estimate, he's only a handful of fights away, if not less. Campbell Hatton, I want to shout out Campbell Hatton. He's now 11-0, 4 KOs. You gotta be patient with Campbell. When you have the dad who did a lot and is a Hall of Famer, you kind of expect that from the son. And when you're not getting it immediately, you're like, you want to write him off. But I have to say, I have seen Campbell Hatton improve through the course of the last few fights. He threw a heck of a left hook to the body and floored this guy, Luis Fielding, and got him out of there in 1 round. So, I mean, he's improving. We didn't see a whole lot out of him in this go-around, but 11-0, 4 KOs. I just got to shout him out and let all y'all know, be patient with these guys who have the dads or the uncles who have, you know, prestigious space in whatever sport it is, especially with boxing, because even though they have that blood, they may not be the same. They got the blood, but they may have started a little later. I mean, the list goes on. Just be patient with the kid and give him a chance. He'll be all right. Yafai, he got a stoppage in the 4th round. I like Yafai. I'm not going to take a stab at his first name because I will butcher it, and I don't want to do that. But Yafai, I caught winning him in the 2020 Olympic Games, and I said, man, he's going to be a force. And just like his brothers, only 4-0 right now, 3 KOs, but definitely be looking out for him. He's got a lot of weapons, and he's not afraid to use them, especially at that lightweight. He is definitely a force. I want to hear what you guys thought about Anthony Joshua and Franklin. I thought it was a good fight. I saw that, you know, people were underwhelmed by Anthony Joshua. I mean, I really do think that in just one fight and probably the course of a couple of weeks, Coach Derek James had an effect, and his presence was seen through Anthony Joshua in this first fight together. I thought the jab looked good. I thought he had a really good pace. Didn't really seem to slow down much through the course of the fight. Looked strong. And for the first time in a long time, he looked like he knew what he wanted to do against Jermaine Franklin. I've seen a very hesitant Anthony Joshua ever since that knockout to Andy Ruiz. So I thought he looked good. I thought he looked solid. The boxing structure, everything. He's always been responsible, kept the hands, you know, up, and he's been a really conventional boxer. He used the jab a lot more and was very consistent with it than he has been in the past. I think that's direct to Derek James. And, I mean, he looked good to me. I know everybody said he underwhelmed, but, you know, he looked like he knew what he wanted to do. He looked like they had a game plan, and he stuck to the game plan. So you guys let me know what you thought about Anthony Joshua. I thought he fought good. Miguel L., Joshua did good. Franklin ain't no joke. Very elusive. You're right. Yeah, I do have a small knock against Jermaine Franklin. So I call it fighting lazy. And you see that mostly in the heavyweight division. But I just feel like you have heavyweights who can have a higher punch output, can do more things, and they just don't. And I feel like Jermaine Franklin now in 2 fights has been a fighter who has underachieved and not done everything that he could do to either win a fight or make it more competitive. And the fight was competitive, but only in moments. It wasn't like Jermaine was there every single round, putting up a fight and making this fight competitive. And I think that is really the only knock that I have on Jermaine. And I got high praise for Anthony Joshua. I just thought he did good.